Hello everyone. Good morning everyone. I don't know when you're watching this. I hope you're having a good day, an amazing day. I thought I'd be doing a new living alone vlog, living alone day in my life. I am home alone for real right now. Like my parents are gone for almost a month, so I'll be alone. And I really love my living alone vlogs because it's also pushing me to mature, evoke self-care and stuff like that. I feel like I've been cheating when I'm saying that I live alone when it's not actually true because my parents have been around. Because for me, it kind of felt like I was living alone just because I was living in this city where I knew nobody and I knew just my parents. But I was kind of cheating in that kind of sense because I was living with my parents. Like a lot of responsibilities were taken off my shoulders just because my parents were there. So I really love doing the vlogs when I'm actually alone because then it really evokes and focuses on living alone. I thought I'd use that chance, a living alone vlog, living alone day in my life. I'm especially doing this for girlies or whoever is out there who is living alone and maybe struggling, feeling lonely, or has like difficulties to step up in their chores, their responsibilities. There's a high tendency for people who live alone to feel lonely. I'm just trying to prove that we can be perfectly fine in our own company, thriving and loving this feeling of living alone without feeling lonely. It's actually a really slow morning today just because I went to sleep at 1 a.m. which is not good at all. Like this is not one of my habits that I planned into 2023. And I don't know if you noticed, I kind of like am covering right now. I had my wisdom teeth removal like almost 3 weeks ago. Okay, so my stitches are out, everything's fine. All of a sudden, I was eating and whatever. After a few hours, I felt like something was swollen down on my wound, on my wisdom teeth wound. And actually, you can see right now, this side is more swollen than this side. And maybe I'm being over dramatic right now. I googled and everything because, you know, I get anxious really quick. And I read that it may be normal, but if it's swollen for too long, I need to go to the doctor. We'll get started through this day. Let's go. The fact that I'm recording this and I'm putting it out in the world is kind of like romanticizing it and showing you guys that maturing and growing up and living alone is actually really so much fun, and just romanticize the hell out of it so you're having a blast as well. And if you like put a lot of emphasis on self-care while you're living alone and always take care of yourself because you're alone, so nobody else is going to take care of yourself, then there you go. Overnight oats are probably one of my favorite breakfasts ever. It hasn't been that long that I started to do overnight oats. I mean, look at it. So beautiful, right? Advice number one, if you're not that big into like making breakfast. Some people really don't like breakfast or making breakfast. I really don't get why, because breakfast is one of my favorite meals ever. In case you need like some inspo, some recipes, in case you don't like the texture of warm oats, because I've heard that a lot as well. Guys, overnight oats, that's what you're supposed to do. Like if you don't like it, you can make so many different flavors, so many different things. You can even blend it up and it's kind of like a brownie batter or cookie dough batter. You can make anything really. If you're living alone and you're trying to like meal prep and save up some money, you can meal prep overnight oats. It's so easy and you save up so much money. When I'm alone, I find myself less motivated to cook, even though I love cooking. Cooking is one of my biggest passions and I end up always doing it, but I'm like, why cooking for myself? Well, guys, if you don't have the motivation in the morning, just make overnight oats the night before, so then you wake up and you have it right in your hands. I think this is like a big advice for girlies that live alone and don't know how to cook as well, because this is so easy. So make yourself overnight oats, so good. We have now come to the chores department of the day, responsibilities. Laundries, because there's nothing better, and there's no denying, there's nothing better than the smell and the feeling of cuddling yourself into a freshly washed clean bed. This is why I'm romanticizing it, because then it gets me to wash my bed and do my laundry and everything. That's the reason for it, romanticizing it. Okay, I'm gonna work out now. I'm gonna do a Pilates session. What I always do is that I don't go to studios. I don't go to reformer classes. I really want to start going to reformer classes though, but you know, it's expensive and costly. So I do it at home. To feel like more motivated to do it, I transform my living room into a studio. And I'm gonna show you how I do that. This is my little studio. I have the TV in front of me. I usually put on Move with Nicole. She's my favorite Pilates instructor. She's amazing, she's flawless, she's beautiful. She's an amazing instructor, and her workouts are a pain in the ass. Like, you want to kill her, but at the same time you love her so much because it really is exhausting. If you're not doing Pilates and you're like, Pilates is so easy. No, it's not. It's so intense, but it's so great. It's so core tightening, it's amazing. It's like always a full body workout. Welcome to my Pilates studio.
Power Pilates workout
I swear to God, this woman always kicks my ass. Constantly. Workout is over. Amazing energy boost. Loved every second of it. To occupy myself, I feel like baking. I have 3 or 4 very ripe and very almost black bananas. I decided I want to make banana bread. I have every single ingredient but chocolate chips. Yes, I am about to go to the grocery store just to buy chocolate. Just a little disclaimer. I think I'm 2 minutes away from a grocery store, which is very fortunate for me. If not, I wouldn't be doing this and I wouldn't be like giving advice to do that. I'm living alone. Do some little fun activities and hobbies so you do not get lonely. For me, I love baking, I love cooking. I'm gonna bake a very nice banana bread and I'm super excited. And I also have guests coming over tomorrow, so there's gonna be banana bread for that. You can do so many things while you're living alone. Decide you're not at work or you're not studying or stuff like that and you're kind of like getting bored. You've already heard, but it's baking session time. I'm gonna be making a beautiful chocolate chip banana bread. It's a rainy day outside. I could not really use the outside today to fulfill my day, so I decided to stay in a little before I have to work. I'm gonna do a little baking therapy session right now. Baking, great hobby to occupy yourself when you're living alone. I've already talked about this, but cooking and baking, therapeutic. I swear by it. Just an advice to romanticize you living alone is create your own hobbies that you can do on your own in your own company so you feel occupied throughout the day if you like have nothing to do. You do not need anybody to do those hobbies. You can do it by your own self in your house or outside. I don't know. For me, it's baking, for example. It's working out. It could be going out for a walk and going for a cafe, or painting, puzzles. Reading is also a great hobby to occupy yourself. Just enjoy your company by yourself. Romanticize it. How can you romanticize it? Imagine yourself as a main character in a movie. What would that main character be doing? Not nothing. It would not like sit in a corner and just like be sad at their lonely. No. The main character would do things to occupy themselves. You know, there's always something going on. The main character energy, we're gonna be including hobbies that we can do on our own. We do not need anybody, and we're gonna make the best of the day. Even if it's a rainy day, go paint, go read, go do whatever that you can do by yourself. Hobbies that you love. For me, baking. Romanticize it. Imagine yourself doing it in a movie scene, and it gets better. I also put on music so it gets like, I don't know, more funkier for me. I gotta get myself to work now while the banana bread is cooking. And what I like to do, again, this is really annoying. Seems like I'm being extra, but this is just to prevent anything to feel lonely. And I'm speaking from past experiences. We're gonna do anything to feel romanticizable, you know, like anything that can make you feel good. And one thing that my mom really put into my brain, like I got this from my mom, okay, and she's just the best. Always light up your candles, because as soon as the candles are on, it sets an atmosphere, it sets a vibe. Put yourself some jazz music on or so lo-fi music. You're in a movie scene again. You're romanticizing yourself again. It's really dull outside, but inside, everything's great. Atmosphere's set, and now we can sit ourselves in our corner, do some work, whatever you're trying to do. You love the room you're sitting in. As soon as the candles are on, there's an atmosphere, everything's warmer. We have the banana bread here. What I always do with banana bread is heat it up in the microwave for about like 10 seconds, because then it's like moist and gooey. This looks so good. Are you kidding? I am a master chef. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna do a little taste test. I am so excited. How am I? Oh my god. Oh my god. What? This is so good. I just realized I never had a banana bread, walnuts, and pecans. Wow. How about that myself? Guys, baking. Success! And it even was a healthier version of a banana bread. Why am I saying it British? Banana bread. Really good. Now, go back to work, I guess. Listening to Lexi's new episode, Guide to Happiness. She's the best. This girl has my whole heart. I love her. Everything she says, she does. Change my mindset. Good night. I'm gonna go to sleep now. What did I say earlier? You won't regret washing your bed, because there's no better feeling than climbing into a bed, cuddling yourself into a bed that's freshly washed, and the smell of it. Good night.